What is flooding? Many of us have this idea that a flood is simply too much water around your house. People think that can be fun. Wrong, flooding is a lot more than that. Flooding is extremely dangerous and has the potential to wipe away an entire city, coastline or area, and cause extensive damage to life and property. It also has great erosive power and can be extremely destructive even if it is a foot high. It is a natural event or occurrence where a piece of land or area that is usually dry land suddenly gets submerged underwater. Some floods can occur suddenly and recede quickly. Others take days or even months to build and discharge. When floods happen in an area that people live, the water carries along objects like houses, bridges, cars, furniture, and even people. It can wipe away farms, trees, and many more heavy items. Floods occur at irregularly intervals and vary in size, duration, and the affected area. What are the types of floods? These are the three major flood types: flash floods, rapid onset floods, and slow onset floods. Flash floods. This kind occurs within a very short time, 2 to 6 hours, and sometimes within minutes, and is usually as a result of heavy rain, dam break, or snow melt. Sometimes, intense rainfall from slow-moving thunderstorms can cause it. Flash floods are the most destructive and can be fatal as people are usually taken by surprise. There is usually no warning, no preparation, and the impact can be very swift and devastating. Rapid onset floods. Similar to flash floods, this type takes slightly longer to develop and the floods can last for a day or two only. It is also very destructive but does not usually surprise people like flash floods. With rapid onset floods, people can quickly put a few things right and escape before it gets very bad. Slow onset floods. This kind is usually as a result of water bodies overflooding their banks. They tend to develop slowly and can last for days and weeks. They usually spread over many kilometers and occur more in flood plains. Fields prone to floods in low-lying areas. The effect of this kind of floods on people is more likely to be due to disease, malnutrition, or snake bites. Cause of flooding. Heavy, consistent, and prolonged rainfall coupled with the overflowing of rivers and other water channels is one of the main causes of flooding. As rainwater reaches and fills the river channels, the water spread on the floodplain or the land next to the river and causes flooding. Flooding after heavy rainfall is also affected by certain factors, including steep and shallow river channels, lack of vegetation and concrete drainage basins that prevent the water from percolating back to the ground and causing water to run faster on the floodplain. Insufficient drainage systems, poor maintenance of waterways, and faulty sewers also contribute to flooding. The cause of flooding also varies by geographical location. High tide combined with the stormy weather and low atmospheric pressure is one of the main causes of flooding in coastal regions. Hurricanes bring destructive storm surge, which can quickly uplift shore water by up to several meters. A storm surge can penetrate the beach and low-lying areas farther inland. A tsunami or tidal wave produced by an earthquake or a disturbance on the ocean floor can generate a set of waves that slowly builds up and increases in velocity in shallower water. Unlike a storm surge, a tsunami comes in a form of an immense wave that, if amplified, it is important to note that water naturally flows from high areas to low-lying areas. This means low-lying areas may flood quickly before it begins to get to higher ground. What are the effects of flooding? Flooding can be very dangerous. Only 15 centimeters of fast-flowing water are needed to knock you off your feet. Severe floods not only ruin homes, businesses, and destroy personal property, but the water left behind causes further damage to property and contents. The environment and wildlife is also at risk when damage to businesses cause the accidental release of toxic materials like paints, pesticides, gasoline, and other. Floodwater can severely disrupt public and personal transport by cutting off roads and railways lines, as well as communication links when telephone lines are damaged. Unfortunately, flooding not only disrupts many people's lives each year, but it frequently creates personal tragedies when people are swept away and drowned.